All right, so we're here at Smash to Pieces 4. I've got Justice here. Name actually is Justice. Didn't know that.
Yep.
Tag Justice.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing I wanted to go to, Domino Effect.
Yeah, I am very excited. Like I've known Max for a couple of years now, like 2 to 3 years now, and I eventually got to see his inner workings of being the main team of Domino Effect. And as soon as I found out he was like sponsored players, this is before I can't consider myself good. I was like sponsor me every single day, just like bug him. But now like a year's passed and things have changed, and he reached out to me and he asked me to be a player for him. And it's just a beautiful moment that my friend's my boss now. And so...
And for a little added context here, so Max actually presented a contract just hours ago here, just kind of as a surprise. Just how, were you just like, was that just like, what? The complete surprise? Was there any inkling at all?
Was an inkling because I got a DM from Embo_Z a few days ago. And he was like, you need to DM Max right now. And I'm like, all right, I'll DM Max. I'm like, hey Max, Embo says we need to talk. What's up? He's like, good. You need to come to Smash to Pieces. We're gonna talk about some things. And I was like, okay, what is it? Like, give me a heads up. He's like, I can't talk about it over the phone. It has to be in person. And I was like,
so decent. I actually wasn't aware of that. Decent hand reveal there of like, maybe there's something.
No, I had no idea because I was like, maybe he wants me to do something at like Domino Effect, or he wants to like do some like ad campaign with me because my stream.
Oh, right, yeah.
And so that wasn't my first thought until later today, of like 2 hours before Smash to Pieces, I got the follow by the Domino Effect Twitter, and that's when I was like, holy shit! Wait a second.
See everyone, that's what when you check your Twitter followers, it's the foreshadow.
Yeah,
of what's to come.
Because I know he just doesn't follow anybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I was like, wait a second. And so I came in today. He showed me a contract, and I'm just so honored and happy that I'm a sponsored player now, and it feels earned. Like, I don't want to say deserved because deserve is like a fun word, but like I feel like I put in so much time, effort, work, put in a lot of time in the stream, and put in a lot of time as a player. You know, having kind of a rough bracket today, but I'm still in. But, you know, not my best day. But you don't look at somebody and look at their worst and say, oh, man, this is what you got. No, it's I've been doing really good. Like, I think my worst tournament placement out of Washington local was, like, 5th at Roadside. And
those Roadsides are pretty stacked.
Yeah, no, I lost to Pokepen and JoJo. Like,
yeah.
So, like, I get top 4 at almost everything I do. And so, it just... I'm so honored and happy to be picked up by Domino Effect, an amazing org with events coming in the future.
Yeah, it's great to see Domino Effect expanding, and expect things to be maybe even at the time of this video already revealed, but things coming down the pipe for Domino Effect in the not too distant future. One of the most kind of fabled and respected events in Washington, especially over the last year and a half before COVID. Mm-hmm. Really. Great documentary if you want to watch it.
Yeah, it's a really good doc.
It started as nothing, just a thing in someone's house, and really grew into one of the most kind of cool, big, followed events. In Washington.
It was definitely the biggest monthly. It was a monthly. It had a ton of players. It had a really good venue. It had multiple games. It's just an amazing event run by an amazing guy, Max. And I get to say I'm teammates with my best friend Nano Ash and my other best friend, Embo. And so it's just a really good org. I'm happy I'm there. And I just can't wait to do new things with this team.
And just thinking about next steps in terms of, I know we've got Nick All-Stars going on inside. We can chat about that a little bit, but brand new game. It's going to be a fun game. I'm sure it's going to be cool side bracket and stuff. But in terms of how you're feeling coming into Port 6, it's fast approaching.
I just realized it's less than a month away.
It's less than Port 6 at the time of this video being released. It'll probably be 2 weeks or something away.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Who do you want to face in bracket regardless of the result or anything like that? Are you putting yourself top 16, top 32, top 9?
This is a insane bracket, and something that I really believe in myself is I have yet to like I've traveled to Vegas. I have yet to play a really good player, play them in a best of 3, and then lose that set. Like that has just not happened. And so in this kind of setting where there's like 700 players and a bunch of new people that don't know me, like I feel very, very confident going into it. I'm shooting for top 32. That's the goal. Like 700 man, top 32. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of people, really good people to beat. Like,
yeah. So like thinking about I haven't thought about the bracket path, but for an event like this, you're gonna I don't know the seeding, but I assume you're gonna be seeded probably with a bye. I would presume.
They may be one bye, but I'm probably like I want to say 60s.
God, that's crazy.
60, maybe 80s. Like
in terms of seeding,
that's just like off the top of the
so
dome.
maybe you're not even a bye. So like okay, so your round 2 is probably going to be like pretty doable, but your round 3 could just be like PGR.
Yeah, no,
right?
I think it could just be a PGR player like
could
round
be
3, and I think I win. I think I can win that. Like I'm very
PGR
confident.
player that you know is attending that you think you have the best matchup potential game with, because I don't think it's ESAM for sure. That's probably
Okay.
not your best matchup.
I think I destroy Dark Wizzy.
Really?
If me and Dark Wizzy get it play, I think I can beat Dark Wizzy. I don't want to say destroy. That was a harsh word. I don't think I can beat him, but I think I can have a really good set with Tweak. I think I can have a fun set with
Interesting.
Tweak. I don't think I win that. I want to play MK Leo because all the other mid-mins keep playing him, and I want to play because everyone else has.
How does he do? I haven't actually seen him play against me. Does he have that matchup
He's
pretty
so
figured
bad
out?
at it.
He's bad at it.
He's so bad. He keeps getting hit by like stupid offstage shenanigans, but like he's learning because he played the Buzz and then lost the first set in winners finals and then just tore it apart in grands. And so I want to play MK Leo. I don't remember who the other top players are. Riddles. I want to play Riddles. I think I can beat Riddles. Trying to think. A lot of BC. I was hoping BC was going to come because I've had on my stream a lot of smack talk with BC players.
I've seen that. That's
And
pretty
I
funny.
really wanted to play every single BC player imaginable because.
And you know what? We're actually gonna really quickly just pull Max in just for a moment here.
Hi. Is this on YouTube?
This is gonna be going on YouTube. Just the two new sponsorees. It's a real great moment in Smash Washington history to have the two united. Any last thoughts about just kind of the decision making process, or just like bringing on a new player?
I think Justice has been a candidate for a long time, and in his recent results, especially post-COVID, he's definitely proved himself as a player who's worthy of a sponsorship. And I'm super excited to build the future of PNW Smash with him and the rest of the team.
Oh, incredible! Thank you. I'm sorry to grab you. Are you heading out?
It's not time sensitive. I can hang out.
Okay. So, Justice, in terms of like preparation for Port, is there any prep going into
Yeah,
that?
okay, so I took the past 2 weeks off a little bit because of school, but now I've kind of figured out my school schedule so I know how to prep. And my best way of practicing has always been going to tournaments. Tournaments is how I perform at my best or figure out what's right and what's wrong. And now that I always played with Ashwood and Nano Ash and Embo, but now that we're on a team, I'm sure we're gonna have like grind streams and stuff. I'll make the trip to wherever they live a lot. And I just want to compete in tournaments. I have World Tour coming up. And so World Tour is going to be the really big wake-up call on how I need to play and perform. And so with all these really big events coming, and I have Port coming up, I'm going to just try to go as much as I can and download and just see what needs to be fixed and what doesn't. Like, that's about it. Just competing. Competing is always how I've gotten better, and I will continue to do that.
And Max, do you have any announcements or any news to drop about DE and its return, or is that still to be announced?
Yeah, so my work-life balance has been hell for the past couple of weeks because I've been working on bringing Domino Effect back bigger and better than ever. We're introducing a lot of new things this time around, and you should keep your eyes out in the next couple of days for an announcement about that. Keep your eye on November specifically. We're shooting for a fall quarter release, and I'm super excited about it.
Awesome.
I'm sure there might be more words on that because before I got sponsored, I hit a sub goal and we agreed we're going to do an interview on my stream at Justice Kappa Go on Twitch. And so I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. Probably most definitely at least after World Tour. And so there might be more information there. We'll find out.
And how do you think about generally DE at port? Or are you thinking? So I mean, is everyone from DE going to be attending port? To your knowledge?
This will be the first tournament ever where all 3 of our roster players will be at the tournament. It'll be a major tournament, and I think they're all going to do really well. We're doing a lot in terms of preparation and getting them ready.
Nano Ash, what do you top 32, top 16,
Top 8.
top 8?
Top 8. Top
What do you
eight.
think, Justice? How do you think Bowser navigates some of these?
It's not how Bowser navigates. It's how Ashwood navigates, bro.
That is true.
It's all. I've said for the longest time. If people ask me who's the best player I know, for the past 3 years or 2 years, I've been saying Nano Ash. And so if this guy can make it done, I think he's probably second best Bowser and best Bowser in the world. That guy's insane. And so if he's getting top 8, I'm getting top 8 because he's not going to do better than me. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Look out for a Duck Hunt in top 8 as well.
Yeah. So
Or maybe a Peach or Greninja. Or
I've been yelling at him. I'm telling him to drop Duck Hunt.
Yeah, has Embo been thinking about a character swap? Or?
Dude, I have no clue what this kid thinks. I ask him. It's like I ask him every single day. Hey, what character? What character? He says, I'm dropping Duck Hunt, picking up this character, and then the next day he's like, I'm picking up Duck Hunt, picking up this character. I'm playing Ridley. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. It'll come time. It'll come time. And now that we're all in the same team, I'm sure we'll have multiple grind sessions where we can figure that out. So we can, because I know Embo is so good, but I think he is one of the only few players actually held back by his character. It's so sad.
So any last predictions in terms of what we're going to see at port, or just anything that you think is going to be up and coming in Washington generally in the next month or
Here's
two?
a prediction. All DE members will PR this season.
All DE members.
Me,
will PR.
Nano Ash, and Embo will all make PR.
So the thing about that, Domino Effect 18 is the last big event of the PR season for Western Washington. Date to be announced, but all the DE members will be at that event, and I'm excited to see how they do.
It's going to be great.
Awesome.
I think that's it.
Well, with that, we're going to head back in to finish up some bracket and play some Nick Brawl. We've got a scuffed Nick Brawl
We have
bracket.
a super scuffed bracket
super
today.
super scuffed bracket, but that's how it is when the game's been out for 24 hours.
Yep.
So thanks I was able to grab you there, Max, for a second. Thanks, Justice, for hopping on, and yeah, over and out.
All right.
Thanks for watching.